All right, everyone at home, welcome back to the Schwartz Show. We're getting all these new faces. We got a new face today, and he goes by Vinny, full name Vincent.
Yep.
Well, backstory, we'll just hop right into it. We literally just met in the gym one time.
That's literally how it goes.
That's literally how
all the time.
all the time. Well, first time, I think. Well, we were by the. I don't know. We were by the curl. I think.
Oh yeah, bicep. Okay, so we were doing biceps, right? And then I noticed him staring in the mirror and trying to flex, and I was like, "Nice pump, bro."
Yeah, that's how it works. And he just came up to me. Yeah, and then we introduced ourselves, and then we just started talking from there. And then from from now on, ever since, it's just a quick dap up, and then continue in the gym from there.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how it is at the gym. Everyone's so friendly, and I like to emanate that and give it to everyone else.
So, I mean, the first thing I noticed off of you, right away, is you're always positive. I know, you know how many people aren't just positive and high energy, you know?
Yeah.
So my philosophy is just what causes what's that reason for you to always be positive?
I've experienced pain. I know what it feels like to be sad, but someone can change that, and I want to make that difference because there's been several people who's helped me, and they didn't have to.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no reason for someone to be happy or just to go out and be kind to someone sometimes, and it tells me that wow, this world isn't as crummy or
as it seems.
As it seems, exactly.
Yeah.
So try to reach out to people, make everyone's day, because you never know what difference you can make.
That's facts.
Yeah.
So he literally came out. He's nice pump. I explained to him my story and everything, and ever since then we just been a quick dap up at the gym, and it's just been dope. So I know we talked right before I pressed record on this for this episode. But you're from Massachusetts.
Yep.
How the fuck did you get down here? You went from north all the way to Texas.
Dude, I need to get out of the cold. The cold was bad, bro. All right, so Massachusetts, I'm very thankful for my education there and the experience and whatnot. But if we're talking from culture to culture, there's a huge difference between the culture up north and the culture down south.
Okay.
So up north, everyone's generally pretty uptight and doesn't want to talk.
Really?
They're because it's cold, people are cold. And
okay. Got it.
And just especially in the winter, everyone's really pissed off, sad, all depressed, because seasonal depression is a huge thing up there, and it's you actually see it. But
really?
Down south, you go, it's howdy sir, how you doing, can I hold the door for you, sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and there's a lot of formalities down south, and people just think that Texas is one big racist state, and I've yet to experience that here. Everyone's so kind, everyone's so nice, and if people don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you, they don't talk, but there's a million other people who would be very nice to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that I also have a bunch of family in Texas.
Really?
My closest family is from Texas. So yeah, I have family everywhere, but Texas is a big family state.
Really? You have cousins or what?
Yeah, I got cousins. In Austin, Corpus, Houston.
Damn, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere except San Antonio.
That's just for you.
Yeah, San Antonio is my crib now.
That's your shit. That's
yes,
what's
sir.
up. So I know a little bit from the north. I don't know experientially, but I've been told experiences from up north. What do you miss anything from up north at all?
I mean, I guess I miss my immediate family.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I guess seeing the leaves change, but it's kind of negligible. I'm living. I love the heat. Texas heat makes me so happy.
You like the heat?
Yeah, dude. Oh. I will walk outside in 90 something degrees or 100 and be like, "Oh, this is great." Now, here's the caveat. I sweat like a motherfucker.
Me and you, bro.
So I'm just drenched all the time, but I'm
this is great.
It's part of it.
That's damn. So is there you said the cultures are different from north and south? What are they What are the differences?
So,
I know you said the people and everything.
Mm-hmm. There's just like a bunch of like a lot of like little things that I've been picking up about Texas. So like one really weird thing was like festivals or like what is it? Like little like
Get-togethers?
get together. No. Like Best Fest or like any like, kind of like festivals or like fairs per se fairs.
Yeah.
Y'all use tickets. We don't use tickets.
You just walk in?
We just walk in with cash. I mean, yeah, you pay for like a bracelet to go in, right? An entrance fee.
Got it.
But like you pay directly with cash.
Really?
And, like, yeah, I never seen like the tickets used.
Wow. So like you get, it's like cash is more of a currency up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say like their like development of in Massachusetts, do you think that's like less 21st century than in here? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like more developed.
Oh, no. I just meant at like the carnivals and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like that. But like everywhere else does like credit and everything.
Okay.
But like it was just like tickets were like weird to me. Like I never experienced that. Yeah.
So you grew up in Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
When did you move? You just moved recently?
Yeah, I think a week and a half before school started.
Okay.
And like I found out that I got accepted to UTSA 2 weeks before school started.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So my life went like that.
You just had a pat and just
bro.
get the. Damn. How's the food from here and there?
Dude.
Have you had
Massachusetts?
Really?
Like Texas has such great food. I love Texan food.
Really?
Yeah. Like Texas has like a diverse palate, if you will. Yeah.
What do they have in Massachusetts that's different?
Like, okay, we got lobster. We got like nice seafood. I'll admit that. We have good seafood. But everything else like Texas dominates. Sweeps the floor. And like, you know, Texas isn't just like the standard like Caucasian or like Mexican. There's like a lot of different ethnic groups here.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And like I think what's really interesting is there's a lot of like immigrants that come over to Texas, but they bring their like cuisine and like it changes to the American palate and it evolves.
Yeah.
So it's like uniquely like Texan. Like you wouldn't like have the same thing in like let's say it's a Mexican food, like it then turns to Tex-Mex. Like it's like totally different, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's one example, but like Vietnamese food, like there's been like or actually, talk about Korean food. So there's a Korean/Mexican place like Cilantro in Austin. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So it's a fusion between two cuisines that you wouldn't like typically see.
Fused together.
Yeah. And it's like that's kind of like uniquely Texan. Like you wouldn't find that in other places.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I love talking about food.
Do you prefer? All right, hear me out. Do you like barbecue here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me get you this. What would you prefer more, Texas barbecue, or don't mind the voice track, or Massachusetts seafood?
Okay, in general, Texas barbecue.
Okay.
I like barbecue more than seafood, but like Texan barbecue, that's some good stuff right there.
I just can't fathom, like, what's the weather like up there? Like, is it just like cold, and then like 75 degrees, and then cold?
So here's the thing, I think y'all what's similar between Massachusetts and Texas is like shitty weather. So you like I heard this thing, it's like, oh, just wait for like the Texan weather to like pass. So like I hate Texas weather, right? Just wait 10 minutes, it turns either beautiful or it turns really shitty.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with like Massachusetts. Like one day it can be like sunny, like 70 degrees, like that's like
beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
Considered, yeah.
And then next day it'd be snowing.
Yeah, like you can't like predict Texas weather at all.
So it's really unpredictable in like Massachusetts.
Literally yesterday, and then now today.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday it was raining and shit, and now like
in the 40s, right?
Yeah, and now today it's like beautiful.
Mhm.
You just can't change it. You can't predict it at all. So was there more things to do up in Massachusetts than here?
Okay, so if you are a winter sport person, yes. Now there's like a numerous things that you can do in Mass, right? And and then there's a numerous amount of things you want to do in Texas. It just like depends on the person. Mm-hmm. So me personally, I hate the fucking snow. I hate the winter. Like fuck like Jon Snow and all that. Like horse shit. Like, winter's not coming. No, that's why I moved to Texas, right? Like, I don't need to see snow.
Got it.
It's overrated. Like, I like looking at it for the first time it snows, and then I absolutely hate it for the rest of the season. Like people who like snowboard, like ski, like that. Yeah. That's their thing, and I'm like, yeah, I respect it. I don't do that.
That's valid. That's a fair point. So how long did it take you to transition from the weather from here in Massachusetts? I meant from Massachusetts to here.
Like transition, as in like
get used to it. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like I travel a lot to Texas, so I think I was acclimated to it. I just like never experienced like the heat, like in the summer. I was like, oh, this is not that bad. I was just sweaty, but that was pretty much it.
Really?
Like I was kind of like born to be in Texas. Yeah, right.
Because from Texas, from here, I hate the fucking heat. It's just like I don't like going out because I sweat a lot too. So like I hate going outside and just like not even 5 minutes later I'm drenched and I'm like I don't even want. I just want to go back home and just sleep because like I don't even want to be out here outside because I'm not fucking sweaty. I don't know because like I was talking. I was saying to my friends, I was like I miss the cold. I'm waiting for the cold, and then the cold hit. I was like fuck. I don't know if I like the cold anymore. It's too cold. I don't know, but do you at least like miss the snowball fights or like any friends?
Okay, friends, yes. Snowball fights, I don't like snow, so I don't give a fuck about snow.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like I've done it like maybe 3 snowball fights in my time. I'm 23, turning 24 soon. But yeah, like
holy, you're 24. Damn, I feel like I'm like 5. I'm only 18. Damn.
That's okay.
You know what I'm about to do? I'm going to ask you for so much advice right now.
All right.
The only I feel like this was also a good thing too was having older people that are older than me is also like for my audience, people I went to high school with, you know, like people my age, because usually you don't associate with older people just because they're not your same age. But I feel like it's a good opportunity to like go into like just for people who are, especially because you're almost 6 years older than me, so you've been alive and you've been through more shit for almost 6 years. So what I'm trying to get at is if you had any advice from an 18-year-old, myself, or just any 18-year-old, you know, if you were in college, right? What would you say?
Okay, so I'd say 2 things. So find your people. The people who you surround yourself with like actually do matter because you like absorb like these traits. So if you're in a toxic group, you're gonna absorb toxic traits, and that'll take you apart. Yeah. Right? Now, if you surround yourself with good people who like care about you, want the best for you, will actually like make you work and, like harder and like you know like that will translate into your life. And then the next thing is like, you know, you got to be comfortable with yourself, and then like improve on yourself. Like at the end of the day, like once you take out everyone, right? It's just you.
It's just you. Yeah.
And like I'm not telling you to be like selfish and self-absorbed. I'm telling you like, you know, you're gonna improve on yourself because just in case like mom and dad's not there or your friends aren't there, you're gonna have to take care of yourself. That's adulting.
That's life,
and it sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
But you gotta be comfortable with the unknown per se.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any regrets?
So going back to like my advice, I actually like hung out with the wrong people.
Damn.
Cause I was a clout chaser.
Really?
Yeah. No, I wanted to be cool.
I understand.
And like the cool people that I hung out with, they were just like drama all the time.
It was like constant noise, I guess.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then I got reeled into a bunch of stupid stuff. Like, you know, it made me a bad alcoholic.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like, well, alcoholic as like a college student, not like, but it's pretty bad. Yeah.
I mean, it's still, you're technically, college or not, you're still drinking, drinking liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
And like, you know, I'm not saying like don't drink liquor. It's just don't be stupid with it. Like, I get blacked out like every weekend.
Holy
shit. Or every other weekend. It was bad.
Damn.
Or like close to, and like puking all over the place, throwing up. Yeah.
Damn.
Like, Don't do that. Like once in a while with the right people. Yeah. But like when you get like pressured into like doing that, it's like, oh, you're a fucking bitch for not coming out. Like, oh, you can't handle yourself. Like, oh, you're a buzzkill. Like, yeah, like that. You like you guilt trip. Like, and then now I just say like, fuck you. Like I get to do what I want. Yeah. And I'm a lot more happier and a lot more successful than them. Once I like made the switch.
Yeah. So what caused you to make the switch?
I was really upset. I was like really depressed where I was. And then like once COVID hit, it kind of was like a blessing in a sense where I could like work on myself.
So were you in Texas when COVID hit, or were you in Massachusetts?
No, I was still in Mass.
Okay, got
it. Like I just recently moved.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like 2 weeks before class started.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
I was still in Massachusetts, and like going back to previous conversation, the seasonal depression was like hitting. Every time winter comes, like I'm really, really like alone because I don't do winter sports, so I have to.
You feel isolated.
I feel isolated, and I'm like really caught up in like my own thoughts. And if they're all negative, and like if I'm hanging out with like the wrong people, that's all I hear and feel.
I understand.
Right? So when COVID hit, like basically I was finally able to like distance myself from like those toxic people, and on like good terms too. Like just like like, oh, COVID, I can't get back up, give you my 6 feet.
Like an excuse. Yeah.
But and then like I just kind of like worked on myself. That's when I started the gym actually.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny because I did the same exact thing. Like I honestly think like most people when COVID hit, like it was more of a you make or break out of it. Like either you become a little like worse or you become better.
Exactly.
And I kind of felt, I honestly agree with you, not necessarily like distancing people because I wasn't in that situation, but definitely just improving on yourself for sure. Because I mean that's when I like did all the gym shit just like you. I started there. So then ever since then it kind of improved. But I honestly think COVID was a blessing, to be honest with you. Because I don't think if that never happened, I wouldn't have been to where I was, or any of us. Just because I can relate to that aspect of like it gave me opportunity to like kind of quiet the noise from like school, and like just be within myself and like my family if I have to. Another thing I wanted to ask is, as 18-year-old, I feel like myself within myself. What just things I struggle with is like finding yourself, your purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been almost alive for almost 5 more years, almost 6 more years than I have. I have a close friend of mine. He's a mentor of mine. I mean, he's like 40 and he has 2 kids, but God knows how, but we become friends. And he's been my mentor, right? And so I feel like once I really if I really want the answer, for people who are looking for it but never really had the courage to ask, you want to find the answer. So the question is like how have you found, what were your strategies to help you find your purpose?
So my strategy was basically work on myself, like the self-improvement pill. Like it's going to be hard work at first, right? It's going to be a lot of work and a lot of grind, and then sometimes you might not even see progress. So like in the beginning, you're going to feel like you've made a lot, but like down the line you're going to hit like one road bump, and like that's going to like determine like, hey, are you going to continue, like are you really on the self-improvement, or are you just on like some kind of trend right now? Are you hopping on a trend?
I see what
and
you mean.
Is that trend going to die out?
Yeah.
Now, like once I started like focusing on myself, like things started to make more sense. Literally, when you improve on your life, like things will like be clear to you. You'll see more opportunities. Now, opposed to me, like before COVID, I would just shut down and wouldn't see anything. Like if someone were to like literally like reach out like physically and say, hey, Vinny, here's an opportunity, I'd like look at it and be like, nah, bro, I can't, but like nowadays, like I'm a lot happier. I'm not 100% like perfect,
of course,
like, and like we want to strive for perfection, right? But like now that I've been improving a lot, I can like see things more clearly, and I see more opportunities, and like I have the courage to like take those opportunities.
Yeah.
So like it's just like a matter of opening your eyes a little bit more, taking care of yourself.
What were the things that you, like, I know you said you did the switch. What were the things that you took into habit or started to do that allowed you to realize to actually fully take care of yourself?
So I would like look at like my blessings. Like, so everyone has their own definition of what their individual unique blessings are. So I'd be like, damn, I was like born into like a good family, right? Family of 2, and like I'm pretty close with my family, and then like my extended family. I am glad that I was born into a family that like is really in tune with like their cuisine and culture. Like I love food, and I'm Vietnamese, so I love Vietnamese food, and I love talking about it. There's such like a culture around it. So like I was blessed to have that, and like my mom's like a great cook, my grandma's a great cook. Yeah, just like little things like that. Like, you know, I was born pretty normal for the most part. Like I could have been born without an arm, could have been born without legs, could have been blind, like all these little things. But like I'm not saying like, you know, people who do have those things, it's like an issue, because, you know, I'm listening to a bunch of like podcasts and whatnot of like motivational speakers, and a lot of those times like these people like have all these like things that like a normal person would say like this sucks, but they make it into their superpower per se, or like because like I'm blind, I'm able to hear things a lot more clearly, like, and you see things in a different way, or like
I understand.
like it's like, it's really cool stuff. Like they take their pain and make it into like a weapon, or like it's like
I know exactly what you
strength,
mean. Because it was funny. I was literally yesterday. I went to a concert. Do you know the artist Dean Lewis?
I'm not familiar.
That's fine. He's kind of like low. My girlfriend. I went with my girlfriend. She said she's like low key. He got like 18 million listeners on Spotify, but that's not the point.
Just 8 million.
Just low key. No, but what I kind of noticed is like obviously, it was a concert and there was like maybe 300 people, but he would explain the song before he would sing it, and I noticed that a lot of the times it's about this one girl, like it didn't go wrong. And you know what I realized is that he, like, I was telling my girlfriend this, like he literally flipped that pain and became a millionaire and wrote 2 albums, and now he's doing concerts. And I was like, damn. Like if I could do that with stuff that I've gone through and flip that, it just kind of like shows like as a person like it's possible. Cause it kind of like inspired and motivated me a little bit. Cause like even though it was like maybe 300 people that showed up to this concert, it's not a lot, but for like an artist. But I mean now he's worth millions, and also like now he's singing it like. He's doing good. So it kind of like, I don't know, just kind of, I feel like it correlates with that just because like he happened to be in a bad situation and now he made songs, and it's just, I thought it correlated a little bit. But I understand what you mean by that. I mean, I feel like everyone has like trauma, I guess you could say. I noticed that like, I know like on like, if you go on Instagram and shit and you see like a very big motivational speaker like David Goggins.
I was about to say,
I actually have one of his books, literally. Technical difficulty, but we're back. All right, we're chilling. I kind of lost off track where we were at.
Honestly, my ADHD ass. Same.
All right, well, good. We can just go in a different subject. So, I had this question brewing for a hot minute. What caused you to get into the gym? Because, like, usually you have, like, on Instagram, you got, like, skinny guy, big guy. What was your reason, your why of getting into the gym?
So, there's a lot of things. Right, so my main drive at the time, or like I would have said like bad heart, like toxic relationship.
Fuck.
Like it was not good.
Fuck.
And like I was like mentally fucked. But now me as like a smarter person, I'd say like that was a part of it, a big part of it.
Yeah.
But like there's also like things that I was like insecure about, and like it's just like it all brewed together, and but like when I finally got into the gym, it was because of my cousin. I didn't even like want to go to the gym.
Really?
It was like my cousin like showed me like, hey, come to the gym with me, just do 1 session, right?
Yeah.
And then like just like blow off some steam. I'll show you what to do.
For sure.
Just blow off some steam. Like I think you need it. And then, you know, I went to the gym sesh, it was amazing, but afterward, like I was like CP3O, like I could not.
Yeah, you're
like,
stiff and shit.
stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, damn, that was so good, but I can't move.
I
my
can't
arm.
fucking move my
It's like,
shoulder.
I had trouble like opening a door. I was like, oh fuck, like how do I maneuver this? Just like
Can't fucking
yeah,
write or
exactly.
anything. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
drive.
It was bad, but I liked the feeling though of like the first gym pump, if you will.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yo, this is dope. Except I can't feel anything. But hey, I didn't want to feel anything.
I didn't
at
want
that
to.
time. So yeah, and then like more and more, like it turned into like for a bad reason, and then turned into a better reason. Like I was like, you know what, self improvement. I want to improve all these things, all these aspects of my life. And like it became like a discipline. Like you know, I have to go to the gym at least once a week, or like I have to do this thing on this day, right? And then there was like little milestones. So like I wanted to be more of like a power lifter. So
Okay.
like, I do like deadlifts. Deadlifts was my favorite. And then I tried like benching. I wasn't a big fan of benching. I know, crazy, right? Yeah. And then like squatting, like I was afraid of, but I built up to it pretty quickly. And once I got it down pretty good. But yeah, so like it's just like slow progress over time.
Yeah.
Basically like trauma.
Okay.
Pain.
Yeah. So did you know anything previously before you went to that gym with your cousin? Did you know like anything, or it was just like straight fuck it, just went and go?
Oh, dude, I'm built like a fucking T-Rex, so anything legs came like super easy to me, and like I like beat him in. And
Word.
he's like really good at the gym.
Yeah.
Like he's like a bodybuilder type. But he was like, "Damn, Vinny, why the fuck are you built like a like? Why do you got that dumpy like that?"
Wild.
I'm just like, sorry.
Sorry.
Happens.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, like all the leg movements like moved like very naturally. But like upper body was so hard for me.
I feel that. I feel that for you. I understand that pain. What was like? What's your favorite movement out of the gym?
Deadlift.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Okay, so like symbolically, it's just like I feel like the fact that you're picking up something and then putting it down, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, you know, I like this might be too deep for what it is.
Talk to me.
Like a deadlift, you just lift up the weight and you put it down. That's all.
Yeah.
But like to me, when I like lift that heavy weight, it's like I just overcame like certain like anxieties that I had, like, you know, all those like times when people say, oh, you're a weak piece of shit, you can't do anything. Well, I just did this, like, so fuck off.
For real.
Yeah. And like, you know, I internalize a bunch of stuff, and like this is like the one exercise that I can like expel all those like bad energies, and like, you know, that's why if you see me deadlift, I always like have a smile on my face, and I'm always like little dance in between. But when when I'm locked in,
Yeah.
like I don't play around. I like do my ritual, and then I either do the weight or I don't. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of quitting the gym?
Oh yeah.
Well, what caused you to keep going?
Because I have people that I talk to that I inspired, and they said like, "Hey, I want to like be like you," and I'm like, "No, you don't want to be like me." But now like I have this weight under my shoulder, just like fuck. You see me as a fucking role model? God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason. It's just.
Just like little things like that, you know. I had like a few kids tell me that they like are inspired by me, and I'm like, dude, no, I don't know what you're like getting, but like if you're seeing that, then like it might be true, because you know kids can tell you like a lot of things that you don't even see.
They'll tell you straight up shit.
Yeah, they're like they don't beat around the bush. They're kind of like brutal sometimes.
For real. No, for real. Out of all the gym days, what's your favorite?
Legs. I do legs and shoulders.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, that's my favorite day.
Which do you max?
Do I max?
Yeah, max out.
Yeah.
What's your max on squat?
On squat, it was 365 when I was in my prime. Yeah.
Asshole.
What?
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Man,
I'm a little jealous because you got some more weight than me.
No, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
I know.
And you're younger than me. You're 18. Fuck you. You got that. You're gonna you're just like, oh fuck, like, and then like next week you're gonna hit like a PR, and then like 2 weeks later you hit another PR, and then soon you're like at 315, and then you're like, Vinny, what, you still at the same weight? What are you, plateau? And then like next time you're just gonna like dominate my weight. 405 is like on your list.
Well, I mean, the max I've done was like 350. So I'm not. I know. I'm.
You asshole.
I know. I'm the asshole.
Like, oh my god. Like, yeah. What's your max? 350.
Yeah, that's when I was bulking. Now I'm not. But back to what I've been saying, because I've noticed within myself, like before I got back into it, I was struggling trying to like find that motivation, right? Because I mean, like I didn't really want to do it. Like I was in a lot of pain for like the first week, you know, like when you said about like moving the door and shit. That's how I was. Mm-hmm. How did you get through that?
The initial like pain of like having like trouble like opening the door and all that.
Well, yeah, because like I mean, you being sore and shit, that's also fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I was incredibly depressed, so like the physical pain did not matter.
Oh.
It's just like yeah.
Word.
I'd rather take this than feelings. Yeah.
Fair point. Did you ever, on that feeling aspect, you don't have to say it, but I'm just curious. Did you ever go to a therapist?
I went to a therapist before. He was terrible. And like
really?
Yeah. I like, and this was like before like all this happened, but I went to therapy before and it didn't help me.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying like don't go to therapy.
It's just for the person.
Yeah, it's just for me. Like it just didn't help, and like I felt like even more guilty for going to therapy if it wasn't helping me. So I was paying like a bunch of like I was paying like money for or paying a therapist that like didn't help me. And it was just like it just didn't feel right, and it made me feel more guilty. Thus, like I thought
understand.
it was dumb.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah. I understand. So would you rather like work out alone or work out with other people?
Generally speaking, I work out with people.
Mm-hmm.
It's more fun that way, but like I started off going alone. Like I was a lone wolf.
Yeah.
And then when I was in college, or like when I went back, like after COVID, and all the lockdowns like stopped, I started working out with people, and that was cool. Shout out to one of my best friends, Johnny. He lives in Boston, but yeah, he was like the first like gym bro that I worked out with.
Yeah.
Other than like my cousin, but like he lives in Austin now.
Oh, okay.
So like I wouldn't like, you know, I lived in Mass, so I wouldn't work out with him obviously.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But for Johnny, he was like my first like actual gym bro. Yeah. And it was funny because we both went through the same thing, like a breakup. We're like, fuck, you're Asian, I'm Asian. You like rings, I like rings. You got your heart broke, I got my heart broke.
We're in this together.
Gym?
And then it works out together.
Yeah. And
that's
then we
cool.
ended up being like good friends, really good friends.
That's dope. So if you have, do you have any advice to people who are like thinking about making that change, like getting into the gym, or like maybe like losing weight or anything, and like physical appearance change? Do you have any advice for that?
So first off, do it, like jump into it, but you take baby steps, because like if you go too aggressive in the gym at first, like you'll burn out, and then you probably won't want to do it for the rest of your life. Now if you make like little like milestones for yourself, like today I'm gonna do 10 push-ups, but like I'm gonna be in the gym, right? Like for me, I couldn't do a push-up before I got into a gym. Like it was like struggle.
Yeah, me too. I understand.
Yeah, and like I just like flop over and look like an idiot.
For real.
But like just like little changes, like so like you can go to the gym and just do body weight stuff, but like just going to the gym itself is a milestone. And like that was like my thing, is like, you know, I might go to the gym for like 30 minutes. If I'm like super intimidated or super like anxious or whatever bad feeling like I was feeling, 30 minutes, stick it out. And then once I did, like I'd feel like, hey, I did something.
Yeah.
And like you build that over time. So like there's a gym term which is like progressive overload.
Yeah.
So like you want to make progressive change, like baby steps. And like you load a little bit more each time, and then to the point from point A to Z, you've done like so much in between. So it's not just A B but A Z. But if you jump from the first letter of the alphabet to the last, that's a lot of letters, and like that's really hard to do. That's like in the context.
It's a lot to like mentally capacitate.
So you just want to go one letter at a time until you complete
that's
the alphabet.
That's a good analogy. Yeah. I never thought about that because I noticed, well, just because like in the gym and everything, usually for me going in the gym, like I honestly, to an extent, I feel like it's a part of who I am. I don't know if you get that same feeling. It's like a personality of mine, I guess you could say. Like it's not like my full personality, but it's definitely like something. If I had a long ass day, right, and like a bunch of shit happened, you know damn well I'm looking forward to lifting some heavy ass circles and putting them back down and shit. Back to my saying is, what was your first what was your first time like first goal, like when you knew like you were doing this shit for the rest of your life?
I think when I hit my first PR for deadlift, which was 225, like 135 like flew, and like I progressively overloaded, and like when I hit 225, I was like, this felt really good. Like I accomplished something that I didn't think so. And just like, you know, this is a part of like the ego thing about deadlift. Yeah. Like you hear 225, like 225 pounds that you lifted, even if though like typically you're just like, oh fuck, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But like as a gym bro now, we're like, no, that's nothing. That's light. That's
like, I feel what you mean.
Everyone throws that up. They're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But just like hearing it, like as someone who like felt like he hasn't accomplished anything in his life,
I see what you mean.
Like that number felt very significant. Yeah.
I want to add another question about this self-improvement. Did you read any books at all?
Yes, I've read like a few books. I've listened to more like motivational speakers like initially, but yeah, I've read a few books. Atomic Habits. Okay, so we were talking about no, that was my phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit. Go on,
dude. That's my favorite like ringtone thing, because like I used to like tweak out, just like what?
Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, it's a fun one. I don't know the name of it, but it reminded me of like the Xbox.
Yeah. Exactly right. Yeah. Go ahead. Back to what we were saying. No technical difficulty. Your books. Okay. The self-improvement books.
Self-improvement, Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Jordan Peterson for what he has to say about like men's mental health and just like mental health in general. Like he's a good like source for self-improvement from like all genders, right?
Yeah.
Now, like politics aside, like you just have to like listen to what he says. Like just take that chance and like listen.
Yeah.
And like you'll hear that he means well and he's trying to help people.
Yeah.
So like that's someone that I listened to, and then like I picked up his book and I loved it. Let's see, the Atomic Habits, like I recently picked up, which is really good. Yeah, like honestly, if you go onto YouTube and like hit like a bunch of motivational speakers, you'll find like something that suits you. There's like compilations after compilations.
Yeah.
But like, you know, certain speakers may resonate with you, certain speakers may not. Yeah. But, like just give it a chance and like listen to what people have to say. Because sometimes you might not want to read a book, and then like reading a book is hard.
For real.
Like reading is very hard. And like especially when you're in that state, you would probably be like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But since we're in the modern age, like we have like YouTube and everything, you can like go and search it up.
Yeah.
On your phone, click a button, and then just like simmer. Like you can like lay down on your bed and just like stare at the ceiling, but just like listen to the
to the voice. To say. What has been your favorite motivational speaker so far?
So Jordan Peterson, like I started off, I think his name is Leslie Brown, is also a really good one. I actually like met someone like recently. He actually towed my cousin's car. Yeah. Like, and I became good friends with him, and like we had like a good conversation about motivational speakers. I sent it to him, and he's like, "Damn, man, thank you for that."
Yeah.
And it was just like a random guy, like a random guy.
It's like a fucked up situation that turned into something good.
Yeah, he was a great guy, but like I sent that to him, and he was like, "This really like changed my life."
Yeah.
I'll send it to you too.
Yeah.
But like there's like a lot of like motivational speakers that like helped me. If y'all know like the actor Denzel Washington, he's a great motivational speaker too.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, I like him as a motivational speaker better than an actor, but he's a really good actor nevertheless.
Yeah, for sure.
But like his story is very powerful, so I'd search that up. Yeah.
Now, I want to get back into, I know we just switched off topics and the mental health and everything. To be honest with you, like if I were to like do this last year, like if I did this last year, I wouldn't bring this up. But I feel like since I'm 18 and we're men, and I feel like it's more of a, I don't know, common topic. Not a common topic, but more surreal and I guess serious because, you know, we're adults now and shit. I know it's part of like the self-improvement. What's your thoughts, and what's your thoughts on NoFap?
Because if you're like fucking jacking it off to like the hub all the time, you're gonna isolate yourself and not have like a real connection. On the flip side, right, let's say you do NoFap religiously, you're gonna be so like focused on like the NoFap, you're not gonna like talk to people and be like, oh, I can't talk to a woman because that will make me want to like
have just as a feeling.
Yeah. So like I'd say definitely like my thing would be cut out porn out of your life, but like don't just like, you can fap, but not like don't do it every day kind of thing. Like if you need to fucking blow off steam. Like but like you can't use that as an excuse. It's like, oh, I had to
I failed the
like,
test.
like every day it's like I failed a test, like let me do this or let me do that. And then like these, if you make more excuses, like you're not gonna get anywhere, right?
I see what you mean.
But yeah, like it is a natural thing to do.
For
like,
sure.
So like you can do what you need to do. But like if you're doing it like excessively, then you need to reevaluate what you're doing with your life.
Mm-hmm. Have you had any problems with like the hub?
Oh yeah. Like it's probably caused a lot of self-doubt and like, you know, part of like the mental health thing. And like there's a lot of psychologists that say the same thing, that like, you know, porn is like the number one cause of the reason why men's mental health is like in the shit, because it's so easy. It's so easy. You
gotta just literally go on the tab and just
and like you're
like
more
7-8 letters
consumed with that than like actually developing relationships. And like relationships like between like, you know, like a significant other, like whoever that may be, but your relationships with like your friends, your family.
Yeah.
Because like I know people who like, you know, like basically cancel on like, you know, like critical events, like, you know, this is like a friend's birthday, or like, dude, this is someone's wedding. Like, nah, I want to be at home. But like what all they're doing is like jacking off. Yeah. Wow. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And like it becomes an obsession.
So, have you attempted NoFap? It may be a little too personal. You don't have to say it. I'm just. Yeah. What was your struggle with it?
I struggle with it. Well, I was really wanting it.
Okay, you put it like that because there's some personal barrier you're breaking right now.
Yeah, it's just like like, you know, I wanted to release myself as much as possible.
Yeah,
but, like you just couldn't. So now it became better. Like after like the first few weeks, I was like, oh, okay, and then I felt like better about myself too. And then it was just like literally one bad thing, like my ex, that like toxic ex, like texted me after like not talking to me for a while, trying to get back into my life, and like it fucking like I sent it. I lost it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what were the strategies to like stop yourself, if you had any? Like the wanting feeling to do it?
Yeah, so like you just like surround yourself, like, so you develop your the other relationships, like your friendships and whatnot. So it'd be like, yo, you call up your friends and be like, hey, can we hang out? Or like you try to find something to do other than that. So what I did as like a gym bro, I'd like punish myself. I'd be like, oh, you want it? And then like do like 20, 25 push-ups, within like a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Or like I'd like keep doing like increments. Like if you still want it, then like keep going.
Yeah.
And then like I just be jacked. Instead of jacking, I get jacked.
That's good.
Yeah.
Off the top of the head. I myself, to be honest with you, I do feel like I haven't mentally like yet have addressed it, because you can mentally address something. You know, like you could sit down with yourself and be like, okay, X, Y, and Z, how do you flip this? I've almost gotten to an extent of thinking maybe I've been caught in that wave, you know? I mean, I'm not really open about it. I'll say as much as that as I can. But, I mean, I've had people who I've talked to, like, only, like, 2 or 3 people who have just been like, hey, I mean, I've seen people, like, stuff online about all that shit. I mean, I've tried it. I've tried it myself for, like, months and shit. I mean, I understand the energy and like the testosterone boost and all that shit. I was just gonna say my facts about it. I mean, I understand what it is and everything. It's definitely powerful for sure. Like you can feel there's a difference. You'll feel a difference in just wanting to do more and staying focused and everything. It's definitely a huge difference for sure. Well, this has kind of been I feel like it's been a good episode so far. Usually, I would have more topics, but fuck. I'm kind of running out of, like, steam, you could say. I mean, I only know so much about you, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, this is also part of the reason why I did a podcast, is just to know about people. It's been for some reason, like, the past few episodes, it's been a common topic about mental health and relationships.
Yeah.
I know you said, you know, toxic ex, things like that. In a relationship, do you have any advice for relationships?
Communication is fucking key. Like, you gotta tell your partner, like, specifically what you need, and like you're like, I think y'all say like icks, or like the things that you don't like.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta make sure that you both are on the same page with like where the relationship is going. But yeah, like, definitely communication. Especially when times are tough, because like the only way you're gonna be able to like get out of like whatever y'all are going through is through talking. You gotta talk it out, and you gotta understand one another. That's literally like the root of like all like issues, I think.
What has been something you've learned from your previous relationship? The bad one, the one that, you know.
Okay. Well, there's been multiple bad ones. But what I can say is, like, I've learned to trust myself in certain things and, like, not be absorbed into what other people say. Like, partly. Like, I had someone who would, like, always, like, gaslight me.
Really?
And, like, twist the truth.
Yeah.
Per se, all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, if I can't trust what you're saying, then, like, we have no relationship no more. Right? So, literally, I take time to, like, talk to someone before jumping into it. But there's good people out there, and there's really bad people. You just gotta, like, be aware of that. Yeah, I could go more. I'm just trying to...
For some reason, like, it's crazy. I'm just now in my first relationship, like, ever.
This is your first relationship?
I know, I'm a late bloomer, but, I mean... because right now I'm just trying to, obviously I'm figuring out my footing, but I also would, because I've had people tell me advice, you know, and things like that in relationships. So I always ask advice, just because if something happens, there's a way, instead of going through like worse shit, how you can handle it and continue to improve it without learning that lesson, you know. That's why we ask for advice. But I want to switch to the mental health thing. How is your mental health? Currently.
I'm balling, bro.
You're balling?
Like, bitch, I'm balling.
Talk to me.
Like, ever since I moved here, it's been hectic, but I've just been trying to, like, take a positive flip on when something's negative. Like, finding out like 2 weeks before like
School
classes
starts.
started,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Because really, I only had 1 week because I found out the day before I left for a cruise for a week.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have time to prepare. So within that time, I like crunched like all these like little things. Like I tried to call housing to get housing. I didn't get housing. Like sign up for courses, like try to figure out stuff in between, like get all like my papers together for like school, like whatever they needed. Yeah, and it's just like from then on, like I got here, found housing
Yeah.
at University Oaks, but they told me it'd be furnished. It wasn't. So I ended up having to like navigate more, like talk to family. So I finally got a bed, and I was super grateful for just a bed, and that's all I cared
They
about.
didn't give you a bed?
It was unfurnished, my guy. There was nothing.
What?
Yeah, like it was like an unfurnished apartment, essentially, like everything.
That's fucked up.
So like I was just like, like I was fine with it. Like at first I was like, okay, cool, I got a roof over my head.
For real.
Now just a bed, and then I could be golden.
And then I'll be chilling.
Yeah, like and then like I got the bed, and then like after that I was like chilling, but everyone else was like, are you really living? I'm like, yeah, I'm in Texas. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be in Texas.
Yeah.
And like, if this is like trying to like tell me like I shouldn't be in Texas, then like no, fuck it. Like I'm staying here. Like this is not gonna shine me away.
Yeah.
Like
I feel what you mean.
I've wanted this, and like it might not be the prettiest thing, but like I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah,
like,
I feel what you mean. I understand.
So yeah, like I didn't know the campus really, and then I found out that I was dual enrolled at UT Health San Antonio too, and I thought that was part of UTSA.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
So I was just like, wait, why does this campus look different? I have no idea where this is.
Yeah.
And like I was asking them, and they're like, dude, this is a totally different school, but like it's okay because you're dual enrolled. And I'm like,
What? Yeah.
I applied to UTSA. The fuck?
Yeah.
And then like sorting out classes, like I knew no one, and then people were already talking about like having like a mentor / PI, which is the first investigator
Yeah.
for like a research project.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, bro, I'm at a severe disadvantage, but like it's okay because like just go with the flow, and like something good will happen.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I didn't have a car, so my whatchamacallit, my cousin like gave me a car, and then
Really?
like, to use.
Yeah.
But that car broke down on me.
Fuck.
Yeah, like, okay, long story short, I was DD, like didn't drink anything. Like we went to the club. I dropped off my friend's safe, and then I was coming back, was about to turn. Like I heard a huge like screech, but like the car, before I had time to react, the car like took like a hard like left, and I was like, yo, and I had to like maneuver it to like straighten it out, and then like I safely parked it, but like the car was fucked.
What happened?
Tire popped.
Fuck.
But and also like I think the right control arm fell off, and then like the axle just like.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How'd you get home?
So it was near the University Oaks. So like
Okay.
basically I like someone came up and helped me, like just to look at it, and like they tried to push it, but they were like, oh, this ain't no normal like.
No one
tire.
no one's gonna push it.
Yeah. So I got it towed. It wasn't the same guy. It was a different guy. But I got it towed to back to the apartment, and yeah, like I was alive. Got that sorted out with, and then yeah, made do, and then after that, talked to my parents, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna give you a car, but we're gonna drive it down to Mass, and we'll have to find a time like in the winter." And I was like, "You know what? How about I fly to Mass and drive it down, because that makes more sense, because you're busy."
Yeah, for real.
And like I checked the pricing and everything, and it made more sense for me to go by myself than like them like just like
spending gas and all that shit. Yeah.
So I ended up doing it. So I took a road trip with my best friend, came down here. Yeah.
That's what's up. So now you got a car.
Now I have a car.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So like a lot of like situations that were bad, like I somehow turned good.
Turned good.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I got my first ticket in Tennessee. It was a really funny thing.
What?
Yeah. So like I was trying to pass by like some stupid ass driver. Right. He was just like kind of like swerving and whatnot. So like I passed him. I sped up to pass him. But I sped up at the wrong time because the cop was apparently there, and I was like, "Oh shit, are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
So I pulled over, talked to the cop. He was like, he stone cold. He was like, "Here's a ticket. You know, you were going like 15 over," and I was like,
all right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sorry. like, there's like the guy in front of me is like, "You're still gonna get a ticket." I'm like, okay, like just do it. Like I'd rather just like be cordial with him than like start shit.
Yeah.
Cause like
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. And like you know, I'm with my best friend at the time, so I had to like be composed a little bit. You know.
I feel that.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I'll just take the damn thing.
How bad was it?
You know, it was funny, cause it was only $75, but like the payment options like got me. I was like, this feels like a scam. Like Tennessee is such a funny ass state. They had Venmo and like Cash App.
What?
Yeah.
On a fucking ticket?
Yeah, bro. Fucking Venmo. And I used it, and I thought it was the funniest thing. So I think I'm gonna like frame that ticket and just like, you know, it'll be funny. It'll be.
That's so wow. That's so strange. What?
Yeah.
No way. For real?
For real.
That's fucking a Venmo ticket?
Yeah. So like payment options. So I like looked it up on like the site. Right?
Yeah.
And then they said like, yeah, like you can
just Venmo it.
Like Venmo. I'm just like,
word.
Okay.
Right. So that worked out.
All right.
There you go. That's how you been. Your mental health.
Yeah, I've been like really good. Like I've been like trying to help others. Like I reached out to one of my professors back in UMass Dartmouth.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying like, hey, I really want to help the freshmen out because like I had like a hard time, but like just because I had a hard time, like
doesn't mean
like,
they can't.
Yeah. But, like, also doesn't mean like that I was the only one. There's probably like other people who might go through the same thing, or worse. So I just wanted to let them know that they're like valued. So I did like a few like motivational like videos.
Really?
Yeah, a few.
How did that go?
So I got feedback. They liked it, but like they said like certain things I do were repetitive, which was like true. I knew I was like kind of being repetitive because there was like it was a hot take kind of like that was my style. I was like, so how I formatted it, like I was on the elliptical, right? And I was like running almost, and like I was just like going off, telling them about like what you should do, and like you know, like what my story a bit, and then like, you know, some advice, but it was like all hot takes. Like I did one single go, no edits. I was like, yeah. And then some people like liked it,
the
like
intensity,
like that authenticity, and like style. And then some people were like, you know, it was like repetitive. Sometimes I couldn't hear you, but like it's understandable because you were exercising. But like, yeah.
You did it here?
All at UTC. In the rec.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll wrap it up here. It's been fun. I have one more question. It's a closing question. Okay, I promise you, it's gonna get you to think. Like straight up.
Okay. Lay it on me.
All right. So right now, let's say like, right now your life is a book. Okay. Right now you're in a chapter of your life. What is the chapter called?
Motivation.
Why? That was the fastest answer I heard in my life.
Because believe me, You're not the first person to ask me that. And
Really?
I've been thinking about this for a while.
Man, fuck.
Yeah. You're 18 and like respect your elders. Like the fuck.
Shit.
I know these things.
Fuck.
But yeah, motivation. Like I'm at this point. It's like almost like a redemption arc, and like I finally like understand myself. Let's say I'm the main character of my own story, right?
Yep.
I finally like realized like I'm valued and like I finally have that weapon, that golden weapon that will like help, and I know how to use it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn. Now my goal is to protect others. Like that's like my quest, right? And I'm continuing to help people grow, help others, but like also like pursue what I want to pursue. So my main thing is like I'm motivating others by leading by example. So like I'm living life to the fullest, living every day like it's my last.
Yeah.
Just so like others might be like, hey, he went through so much shit, but like now he's like super happy. Like how did this happen?
Yeah.
And then, like if he was in this low point and got himself out, why can't I?
Yeah.
And like that's what I want.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Damn. No. I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it, but it sounds fucking cliche. You got me inspired, bro. I know it sounds so fucking cliche.
Wait. The fact that like you're inspired is cliche?
Well, cause like I know your motivation and like it falls. But I mean, not many people come on this and talk like that, you know?
Dude, we'll do a part 2.
I'm so about it, bro. Honestly, by then, hopefully I'll have a better setup than what I got. But thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming out today. It was actually, I mean, we got it, knocked it out. Definitely want a part 2. We'll be a little more smooth with the technology and everything.
Oh, you chilling, bro. You chilling.
But everyone at home, thank you for listening. And thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, like, follow, and subscribe. This man's amazing.
He said it, not me. I'll talk to you. Have a good one.